Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OpTic Podcast episode 227. Holy moly, 227 episodes. I have made over literally 700 podcast episodes. This episode is brought to you by Shopify Cash App, and today we have some very, very special guests. We have Oak from the Oakley Boys. We have my man fucking Z-Laner, needs no introduction. You might need a reintroduction because of how thin you look. You look like a completely different dude now.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, listen, don't thank me. You're the one that put in all the work. To my right, or on this couch, we have two of the deadliest SMGs that have ever graced the game of Call of Duty. One of them has won a bunch of championships, and the other one is me. With one championship, the River City's finest 3v3 hardcore championship in 2018. Did you know that I won a tournament?
Fuck no.
Hell yeah, skills, dude. You can't see me literally. But anyway, we have a lot to talk about. We have a Warzone rank stream that we're gonna be starting today. As you're watching this, it's probably live by now, right, Matt? It is. So go ahead and tune in right after this podcast. We have a man Z-Laner Joe Woe who could not join us today, and my man Oak. They're gonna be trying to keep the top 3 spots in Warzone ranked. Sleeping here at the office. We're gonna be pulling off what we did for the Race to Prestige, and they're gonna be doing challenges throughout. I don't think that you guys know what you guys are getting into.
Yeah, well, you know what? We actually switched it up a little bit because we were planning on at first doing like the 1, 2, 3 thing.
Yeah.
But just with like COD's history with cheaters and issues and stuff like that, like right now, if you go look at the top 250 leaderboard, like on Warzone in particular, there's like
200 cheaters.
There's like no joke.
I would say I know about five legit
like,
people
legit
on the
players.
list of 250.
Jesus. Wow.
Yeah, the rest are like boosting services.
Yeah.
And like, cause what they'll do is they'll go in like with like teams of 12 or like 18.
Yeah.
And they'll just go to like a buy station on the side of the map and they'll just boost kills. And then they'll like get each other to end game and then let somebody win, but they all go positive because they just get to end game, right? So yeah, like a solid 200 plus people on that leaderboard are not legit. Anyway, we're still going to grind ranked. We're going to do a bunch of stuff, but it's going to mainly just be like just a Warzone grind and a content grind for a week straight. 7 days of just grinding Warzone and having fun. We'll do a bunch of content. We will grind a bunch of ranked for sure. But
okay.
Do a bunch
well,
of content.
I'll be around. I'll come in and say what's up.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'm glad that you guys. Wait, so you guys are leaving an hour a day to go shower, or how's this gonna work?
Yeah, the plan is to be able to head back to hotel, hit a little refresh every day. I mean, you got to when you're putting in 12, 16-hour shifts.
So.
Bro, you guys are nuts.
It's going to get stinky in here if we don't.
That's just going to stink.
You're not going to want to smell that chair, bro.
Were you here for the watch party race?
Yeah.
You did a couple of shifts?
Yeah.
How
I was here for
like
it was like a couple hours, but every single time I think Zen was always sleeping, bro. I'm not going to lie.
For real? The whole time?
Zen was
What
always
time were you
sleeping.
coming in at?
It'd be in the morning. It'd be like around 11, because I think I'd either do content. What did I do? I was playing. I think I was playing like S&D or something like that. And
Bro,
yeah,
if I can't sleep here because I snore, especially if I'm not sleeping on my bed, which is obviously elevated on the gravity position. I have a Sleep Number mattress, right? And I'm very comfortably set to where I'm able to breathe, right? But if I was sleeping on one of these bunk beds, there's no way that I wouldn't have already been a meme.
Yeah, I was gonna say last night I asked the boys when I woke up. I was like, "Was I snoring last night?" Because
he was.
Apparently. So
hey,
we'll
men snore.
It'll make for some good clip. I'm sure there'll be lots of good clippable moments.
No?
Do I snore?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Especially if I'm not sleeping in my own bed. In my own bed, as I was just saying, like do you have a Sleep Number mattress?
Yeah. Actually,
you know how you can recline it and move it?
Yeah, you actually do that?
Yeah, of course.
You do that?
Especially right now with my foot, yeah.
Holy fuck! So you're like this?
Yeah, I've been sleeping like this, like a V, like a V for Vendetta.
Foot up, head up.
Yeah, for real. So tell us a little bit about you, man. What's give us your story.
All right.
I see that you got the White Thunders. I see my man Z-Laner rocking the off-white
Dirty Prestos.
Dirty Prestos. I just got them clean and they look really good.
Dude, I got.
While you're here, you should you should put them in a bag, give them to me. I'll give them to my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
He'll take them to private selection. They'll hook you up.
These just became my like beat up like.
Yeah,
shoe, I
so
guess.
comfortable.
They're comfortable. I just wear them. They're my airport shoes.
You want to know a story about me and these shoes?
Yeah,
I was wearing those when this happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. That's
Really?
not good. That's not a good voucher.
You were wearing those right there?
I was wearing those right there
What'd you trip on?
on the sidewalk. Like if you walk outside, careful. Pay attention. But yeah, it's just this little area. I wasn't paying attention. I fucking rolled my ankle. Yes, I've rolled my ankle my entire life since I had my basketball accident, and
the same ankle. It's just
same
like
ankle.
weaker?
It just rolls, and then it hurts for like 2 seconds, and then I'm back to normal. Everything's good. But this time around, it was too much weight on one single thing. I didn't fall. I stumbled, but I didn't fall. I'm too athletic to just give up.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got witnesses.
That's
Gosh
a
darn it.
side
But yeah,
effect of-
6 weeks. This is my 5th week. In fact, this next Monday, June 2nd, it comes off. I go into a boot, and then we'll see what happens from there. But I am so ready to get the fuck out of it, man. Like I am appreciative of the Hot Wheels, but I'm ready to not have these. This be a part of my everyday life. I'm ready to be alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't be alone. Everybody has to drive me places. It's not cool.
You can't even drive yourself?
No, it's my right foot.
That's your driving foot, man. Damn.
Damn.
And I told Jude, my
That
wife,
sucks.
I'm like, yo, what if I just drove my left, like with my left foot? You know what I'm saying? Like
Used to it.
I've actually tried that.
man.
Yeah.
It would take a minute to get used to. I'm
It
sure.
feels fucking weird.
It
Like-
would, yeah.
Like the braking is like very like weird.
Yeah, well, yeah, the you don't have the soft touch anymore.
Exactly.
So it's just heavy foot.
No, I've actually tried it. I'm not even showing.
Yeah. Man, I just haven't. I just want to do everything right so that I never have to experience this again. The last thing that I want is to be on my left foot, get into a car crash, and now my left foot's fucked, and I'm in a wheelchair. Oh my God, who's gonna bathe me? Surely not my wife. You know.
Surely.
All right. So that aside, tell me about you.
All right. My name's Oak. I've been playing Warzone since the integration of it, you know. I actually started playing Blackout was the first Call of Duty Battle
Blackout's
Royale I played, and I grinded that game.
Yeah.
Best Battle Royale from Call of Duty, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, I loved
Fuck
it.
yeah,
I miss
dude.
it to this day. Skill gap was there. I mean, you know, it was like a real Battle Royale where you got to loot up and everything. So that's kind of where I started out, and then obviously Verdansk dropped, and you know that kind of blew everything up, and started putting my head down, put in lots of hours. To this day, I still
Like how many hours?
This guy's a grinder.
I average usually about 250, 300 hours of streaming every month, just depending
a
on.
lot.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Put my head down, but I just love it. You know, like I live in the game and put all my passion and time into that. You know, I've lost relationships and stuff over it.
Like girlfriends?
Yeah, stuff like that. You know.
shit.
Tell me
Yeah.
about that. Tell me about that.
It's just like, you
Don't,
know,
don't say her name or anything. But
it's
tell
just
me.
like when you're putting in so
Something
much
about that was
time into a video game, you know, sometimes people don't understand. They don't get it. They don't get how it becomes your life
Yeah.
when you love something and you want to be so good at something, you know? And so that took a big toll on my relationship for a long time. And over the years, things, you know, worked back out, you know, people started to understand. She started to understand, you know, and started to see the full picture and what I'm trying to do with my life, what I'm trying to do with me. And
did she not know that this directly impacts her way of life going forward also?
Exactly, yeah. So
You're like, baby, I make it. We're fucking rolling in it. No, we can't travel or go places because I got to play the game. But at least we could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. You know?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, yeah, the financial freedom is nice, but it's also just I want to be great, you know? I want to be really good at the game. I want to be at the highest level, and I feel like, you know, I've been achieving that over the last few years, and this year being able to team up with Z and Joe Woe, I think it's going to be one of the best teams, you know, I've ever been on, and I think Z's really built this team up from vibes, energy, and just, you know, how we all flow together. I wish Joe was here. You know, you would see, like, we all get along and have a good
the
time.
movement king.
Wait, is Joe coming here? He's coming here?
Yeah, he'll be
he's
here
coming
today. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Hell yeah.
he's gonna be here. He should be land.
He
He's
doesn't
like
live here, right?
probably land.
No.
Where does Joe live?
North Carolina, I believe.
North Carolina?
Yeah.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah,
Something
so
like that.
that's me. I just play the game. I'm a grinder, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Z, tell us what's up with this project that you're working on.
This stream right here.
The whole thing.
Yeah, the dude. I mean, I've been talking to, I got an assistant. His name is Josh. He's over there now setting it up and helping it out. And he's going to be here the whole time off to the side, kind of giving us a hand with it. But I've been talking to him about this for like half a year now. Just the idea of getting the boys in the room, doing a classic like LAN party, like, you know how gaming kind of was conceived a little bit. People think about like OG Halo LAN parties like that. You know, it was a big part of the culture, and I feel like that's type of stuff you don't see nearly as much anymore. So I thought it'd be cool to pull a couple boys together, have a similar goal or challenge. And now that we got EWC and World Series of Warzone coming up, I feel like those are some pretty great challenges and opportunities. So figured we'd get all the boys in the same room, and because we got a couple of the quals while we're here. So on the 31st
and the 1st will be the EWC Open qualifiers, and then it goes to closed after that, which will also be here.
Do people automatically qualify right now or no?
Nope.
No.
Only one team is automatically qualified, and that's the Falcons because they won last year.
Yeah.
So they got automatic qual spot. They don't have to do anything.
The Biffle boys.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yeah, there's no org quals. There's literally, it's just pure open quals. Anybody can sign up.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Wait, so what about the partner teams that are partnered with?
Doesn't matter. They still have to go through the ringer.
Quals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many teams?
I think there's over 450 participants signed up. So I think that goes off of
48 teams.
21. So out of 400, only 21 are going to be able to compete for the $1 million prize pool in Riyadh?
Yep. And actually only 7 move on from the NA portion.
Yeah.
7?
Wow.
7 for
7
NA,
teams.
7 for EU, or no?
I think, yes, something
like that, yeah.
It's like 7 EU, and then, there's
Surely if you guys go and live in EU, right? Because what are the
So the restrictions are you have to have 2 residency team, and then 1 person can be from wherever.
Gotcha.
So there are certain teams that are traveling to, other places to potentially up their odds of qualifying.
What is this, Matt? Some quantum physics?
The tournament format.
The tournament format starts with a group stage of the groups of 7 fighting for supremacy across 4 maps each. Stage 2 is the last stand qualifier featuring 14 teams with a full sort on the stage. They will have a chance to prove themselves across additional 6 matches with hopes of reaching the finals. Stage 3 is the finals where we will feature 14 teams competing for the match point format. Is that right? 14 teams competing for the match point format. In this format, teams will fight to reach a certain number of points. It's blah, blah, blah. Once it was reached, wow.
Yeah. The EWC format is a little like, I feel like the Activision, since it's not hosted by COD like Activision, it's like, I guess, a third party.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little different than like the World Series quals. I think those ones are a little more tightly. Are those
they're both ran
from what I remember.
A company called Face It.
Yeah.
Face It kind of organizes it all. That's where you sign up. That's where you go through. But yeah, even with the World Series of Warzone calls, it's the same thing. It's all open. Yeah. Anybody in the world can apply for their region and shoot their shot at, potentially greatness.
Wait, do you guys know what regions there are? Like, is it NA, EU?
So I know that NA, EU, I think there's one.
APAC, right?
Yeah, APAC, AU, and then
Oceania.
I think there's a few.
Oceania is APAC, isn't it?
Is it? Okay, I'm fading.
I think there's
I'm
a few
assuming.
Latin
America, okay.
Yeah, I think there's 2 or 3 spots for that. And then there's a couple, I think Mina has like 1 or 2. I'm not 100% sure on all those, but yeah.
Very cool.
Did you guys go last year?
I never competed last year. I never did like any of the stuff, and EWC was the first year was last year, right?
Yeah, so EWC format was a little bit different last year. It based off of placement in the previous World Series of Warzone, and then also like you pretty much there was no quals. You kind of just got invited to go.
Oh, really?
Based on your performance the previous year.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, I did World Series of Warzone, but I didn't compete like at all last year. I just did like straight content for a year straight, and then the year before that I was doing like basically half and half, like 1 foot in the content, 1 foot in the comp. So yeah,
it's such a different, like, so now your focus is pure competing
right now is like still pretty, like I've always been like, content has always been like my favorite thing to do by far, but like this is kind of, I'm 27, so like for me, I told myself like this, and with GTA right around the corner too, like this is going to be kind of probably my last year of like going like really hard with the competing stuff. And then once GTA comes out, I'm probably going to step into more of like go back into that same thing I did with last year and just go full content again and tap into that. I'm starting to get a little older now too. You know, I'm kind of looking at, you know, I just moved into a house with my girl. Like we're going to get married soon, maybe start a family, like going into that portion of my life. So I'm starting to, you know, kind of
ranking up.
Yeah.
Leveling up in life.
Yeah.
Leveling up, man. That's amazing. No, it's good that you're going to take the time. It's you're going to regret the things that you didn't do more than the things you did actually do.
Totally.
Whether they worked out or not. So
totally.
I'm excited for you, man. Have you like what's your placings been like? What's your history in competitive?
Had some rough years with some rough pickup teams and stuff like that. So this year is the first year I've really had a genuinely set team and we're working to greatness, you know?
Yeah.
I've competed the entirety of Verdansk, you know, and I did come from Facebook. That's actually how I met Z way back
Facebook
in
gaming.
Yeah, the streaming.
Yeah. So that's how I met Z, and actually, the first ever 2v2 competitive tourney Z played in was with me. It was actually TP's 2v2 way back in Verdansk, and we actually ended up getting screwed out of the tourney because it was invites, you know, and at the time, you know, we didn't have any connections to that side of the world.
Yeah.
So we had to play the open quals, and it was 2 days of quals, and it was the top 2 teams move on from each day. And first day, you know, 1 and 2 move on. And then second day, we ended up getting second place. So we qualified.
I remember this. I forgot this. Yeah.
And then we got like a message saying, unfortunately, we're only taking the top 1 team from your day qual because of a clinical error that we made.
A clerical error.
Clerical, my bad. Made the day before. So they took 3 teams from the first day and then only 1 team from the second day. So that was like it was so unfortunate. And, but it's something I always remember, you know. And then from that we started playing a lot more, and then
I think for Oak, he's just always, I know you've always had like he's always had different set rosters, different teams. This is like kind of the first time you're really like tapping in with like a roster that wants to actually like work on our mistakes and fucking like improving and like get better, you know what I mean? Like take the time instead of like swapping teammates out every, you know, like
who's shot calling?
Right. I'm kind of taking that role a little bit, but like,
so he's going to be our main IGO for Rebirth and Big Map. For Big Map, I'm going to be like support IGO.
Yeah.
Because I have, you know, insane amount of game time.
Yeah.
And so I'll be able to help out on certain things. I know certain things, you know, that maybe he might not pick up on right away. Yeah. But
then Joe's just like a hired goonie.
Yeah, so Joe's going to be able to, he's going to be our entry and, you know, be able to really just get in there. And
I'm excited, dude.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
I'm psyched for you guys, especially if it works out, which of course it can. You know what I'm saying? Of
100%.
course it can. That's cool. I mean, $1 million ain't nothing to shy about. So if it's available for anyone and everyone, guys, if you guys are watching, get your team together. Go for it. What's the worst that can happen? You win some money? Oh no. We placed 4th. You want to talk a little bit? Were you guys watching?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did you guys get a chance to go to DreamHack?
I didn't go.
I wasn't there. I was watching the whole time, man. Yeah.
Yeah, no, DreamHack was lit.
Dude, it was lit.
It looked insane.
So lit.
It looked insane.
Playing aside, because I actually went to the Halo, like, after we lost, like, I went to, who was it, Halo or OpTic versus FaZe in Grand Finals, and it was actually pretty packed. I was actually like surprised, low key.
It's a big crowd for Halo.
It was actually
the second that we got 4th.
Yeah, I think everyone went over there.
Yeah, everybody got up and went to go see.
I thought it was gonna be very low key, like I was gonna be able to hide, but nah, like there was a line. You know, everyone asked pictures. They're like, "What the fuck? Are you Shotzi?" And
you're in the middle of watching this shit.
Yeah,
why don't you watch from behind the curtain?
Nah, because I had like people had like my friends were there, so they had seats. They had seats for me, so. I thought it was gonna be very low key, but nah, it was dope to watch. You know, Matt got he went back to back this year. You know, good for him. I feel like whenever that roster formed, I could just tell it was gonna be, you know, winning consistent chips. I mean, they got Legend, Renegade, and Bound. Those are like basically 3 of the best players in the game. So
yeah,
you know, congrats to them. And then we got top 4. This is like the first event that we finally didn't make a change, which is like insane to think about.
Yeah.
Last year we made champs or we won champs, So yeah, it feels good to like finally just get over a tournament and like figure out what we got to work on instead of like, make it roster change. So
yeah. We get to go on the offense instead of managing a defense of, okay, do we make a team change or not? Are we confident that we're gonna go into another thing? I mean, this entire year for us has been one of the most like turbulent, like, and I mean, I've been here since 2006.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Since 2000, next year's gonna be 20 years of me doing the same thing, fucking fielding a team, having my teammates go out there and try to represent for the green wall and do what they can to win. This is the most insane series of events that we have ever fucking been through. Just external circumstances that would never fucking happen under any other circumstance, and it happened. Everything like it was like the year of Murphy's Law for our Call of Duty team, right? Like everything that could go wrong went fucking wrong, man. And it was quicksand the entire way through. Like the fact that we sat there week after week and we went like what was it? We went 0-18. Like, and it's not like
I cannot believe we went. Dude, that shit's crazy to even think about.
Doesn't it seem like a fucking like a sim that it doesn't even feel real,
like a fever dream?
Nah, it was a scary movie, dude.
Yeah, it was like a fever dream.
Scary movie,
a
nightmare.
Scary movie, dude. That shit was a nightmare.
Bro, and it's like, and everybody was affected by it, right? Like everyone, like whether you were out there or not, like we all went through it together.
It's actually just crazy to see like Prade on Falcons and Ken on fucking Rocker, dude. That shit is just so weird to me, dude. Because like just a couple months ago, you guys were literally just,
No, it's crazy. How do you guys feel about like?
Crazy.
I mean, I think Merc, in my opinion, like just from watching it, like, dude, he's a great pickup. I think he's a beast, dude. He seems like a rock, like for you guys. In my opinion,
a beast, dude. Straight up, that kid's
he is, bro.
I thought he was way younger than he was. He's 21, but
he just looks really young.
He's a little prodigy, dude.
He knows how to play that life, bro. Like I find he's like really good at playing his life.
Yeah, he's really good. That's one thing that reminds me of Dan, because like Dan, whenever we got him on MW2, like one thing Dan's play style that I would like. I wasn't really used to. My team was doing it. Yeah, Dan Gossi. It's just like valuing his life, and I feel like that's the one thing that Mace does really, really well.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out Mace, man.
Yeah, dude's a beast.
Yeah, again, it's it was one of those years, and it's gonna go down in the history books as it should. But we went. Listen, we're not out of it yet. We're not happy with fourth, but fourth is an improvement.
Hell yeah.
Nonetheless, and we have no team changes in the future. We're literally just focused finally on the competition, not on the are we cursed? Is it this? Is it the connection of the internet? Is it the fucking room that we're in? Is it this? Like we literally threw everything at the fuck. We were burning sage and shit.
Yeah, we actually were.
Bro, it was nuts, man. It was really, 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 really nuts.
That is crazy. And then like the pressure online too, bro. I mean, like it's just you're gonna always have people like thinking they know, what the right move is from the outside perspective, and it's like, dude. I mean, like, that kind of pressure too. Like you said, you think like, you keep thinking like, are we cursed or that stuff? And then that stuff, you don't want that shit to fester.
No, Hector was responding to like people on Twitter and shit.
I was, right? Fucking yeah, listen, I felt like it was my responsibility to let people know when they were being fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't know, and like to this day, like people don't really like. It's not even. It's just external circumstances that put us in this fucking tumble. And every single time we felt like we had our footing, like the ground gave out from underneath us. And what are we supposed to do? Just fucking sink and give up and just not try shit? Fuck that. I'm a fighter, man. I'm gonna try whatever the fuck I gotta do to try, even if it is convincing them to let me get them something for their birthday. You know what I'm saying?
That is how you brought it.
So yeah, no, listen, I think we got really lucky with Mace. The way that I see it now is that everything that happened sort of like was a path leading to picking up this kid so that we can get back on track to do something. Everything happens for a reason. Firm believer in that.
Same.
So we're fighting. That's all we can do. The amount of people, by the fucking way, that were talking shit to me for placing fourth. I'm like, you motherfuckers have like goldfish attention span, and it's selective when you choose to fucking forget. Because they forgot how bad we were doing at the beginning. 4th is a blessing. Gosh darn it. That's not something to be too shy out at. And who do we lose to? FaZe went out to lose to fucking these guys over here.
But when you're like one of the biggest, well, when you are like the face of the fucking CDL, bro. When you guys are winning, everyone loves you. When you're losing, everyone hates you, bro. Like
the thing about that though is that it's not that. It's not that, and it's never that. I look at the numbers, the data.
Yeah.
And even when you look at the data and you show a fucking moron facts, they're still gonna have their own illusions as to what it was. The fact that people were saying it's like, oh, this team doesn't get along or there's shit going on within each other. Fucking Enable was talking that shit, and he's a fucking ex-pro player who's in the know. So for him to fucking know something that isn't fucking true, like, and saying that, like, and I'm not talking shit about my boy, right? Obviously, like, it's not that. It's just like the amount of, and you can't be mad at them because it's true. Like, we know nobody knew what the fuck was going on. Nobody knew.
Yeah, straight up, I ain't gonna lie.
So how was it? I mean, aside from like the event itself, did you ever compete in MLG events where it looked like that before?
Hey, you! Give me back my friend! You know what I want! Don't give it to him, Skunk! Man, Hector's gonna kill us! Why'd you give it to him? Because it's the Cash App card. I can decline any suspicious transaction before I'm charged, and even use the nifty card lock feature the second we get out of here. That's money. That's Cash App. That's right.
For a limited time, new Cash App customers that watch this show may be eligible for a $10 sign-up bonus. All you have to do is download the app, use the code OpTic10 when creating your account, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10. That easy. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. This podcast is brought to you by Shopify. Terrible Halo team, but great business. If you've shopped online, chances are you've bought from a business powered by Shopify. You know that purple little shop pay button that makes it so easy for you to check out? Well, that's the one that makes buying so incredibly easy, and that is because it's on Shopify. And obviously, if it's easy to buy, then that must make it so much easier to sell. There's a reason that so many businesses sell with it. Shopify makes it incredibly easy to start and run your business. Shopify is the commerce platform behind 10% of all e-commerce in the United States, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands that are just getting started. Shopify gives you that leg up from day one with hundreds of beautiful ready-to-go templates to express your brand style and forget about the code. Tackle all of those important tasks in one place, from inventory to payments to analysis or analytics and more. Spread your brand's word with the built-in marketing and email tools to find and keep new customers. And did I mention, of course I did, I know I did, I never forget, but I did mention that iconic purple shop pay button that is used by millions of businesses around the world. And that's why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. Your customers already love it. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/optic. Go to shopify.com/optic. That is shopify.com/optic.
I don't think I've ever competed at an MLG event, but I've competed at DreamHack, so. In DreamHack, the one that I went to was more, it was in Atlanta. It was more like a really big building with like Halo over here and then some fucking goofy ass game over here. I forgot what it was called, to be honest. And then that was it. So this one was completely different because, bro, the building was big as fuck.
Massive.
Like, this shit went from fucking Frisco to Dallas, I think.
Yeah.
But, yeah, COD was over here at one end, and then you had, CSGO at a completely different end, and then you had Halo in between, and I think Brawl Stars or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But no, it was actually really cool.
Some Dungeons and Dragons shit was there.
From like a competitor, or like a viewer, like they probably enjoyed that shit because it was dope. It was really dope.
That is sick. Having everything under one roof, like those three major titles too.
And then just like meeting people in general, like that, like the same hobby as you, is everyone probably had fun. So.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to be like, okay, here's CDL, here's Warzone, here's Halo, and then you have the Brawl Stars, you have the Dungeons and Dragons, you have CSGO, What else did they have there? They had a bunch of anime stuff there too. I sent my daughter a picture and she's like, I want to go now. And I'm like, okay. So they met up with me on Sunday and walked them around, and they got a bunch of keychains and a bunch of other stuff. APG rejoined us. Super happy about that. I tell him, and I've had conversations with him before. I'm like, yo, like all you got to do is, if you want to be back, you're back. Like you got the chain. You're always going to be family to me. You're always going to have a chair at my table, the whole 9 yards, anything and everything that I could signal to him that if he wants to, he can. And then finally he made the leap, and now he's back,
man,
which is good because him and Maniac have a really good rapport. They've been teammates and friends for a very long time because APG's been around for a very long time. The amount of knowledge that APG has and the way that he explains it is fucking bar none one of the best. And of course, obviously, Formal, good friend of his also. So yeah, I mean, the weekend was saved for sure. Not only was T4 in Call of Duty obviously not what we want, but definitely nothing to shy at, because of the level of competition at this time of the year is just fucking massive. So. I don't know. What did you think? I mean, because it wasn't close, and I texted you guys, and I'm like, man, we're so fucking close, man.
No, I mean, I like what I see. I mean, I feel like this roster actually is capable of definitely winning. I mean, bro, we literally only teamed for a month, which is kind of crazy to think about. I feel like a lot of people underestimate, like, because, like, you could, fucking, like, every other team has been in so much more scenarios than we have.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we play, like, a lot, but I'm not really sure if it translates to Warzone as well, but like whenever you scrim in Warzone or like in COD, yeah, you get in situations, but then when you actually get in a match, like,
of course,
it's just so different.
It
like
plays way different.
It's just so different the way it plays out. So like all these other teams are able to get in scenarios like that in matches, but for us, obviously, like been teaming for a month only, so
yeah, man.
There's only room to grow for us. So
I agree. I think you guys look good. Also, the difference between you guys making it like what series was it against? Was it the first series against FaZe you guys played? Did that one knocked you guys into losers on this last one? Mm. Bro, the difference between a couple different kills was the difference between taking map 1 and 2. Like literally,
dude, map 1. Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
So
like,
crazy.
And then you know how that plays out too. Momentum. Like you win that first map, 100%. And then map 2 was already close as hell. That probably is another. Yeah, it's just it plays out like that. But like you said, since you guys are just fresh, you guys can only go up from there. Like and like if you're already making it that neck and neck with a team like FaZe 2, it's like who, like you said, already has those reps and kind of has been a unit for a while. Like.
Straight up.
Yeah. No, I we're so close, man. The fact that the chemistry isn't fully developed, the telepathy of the chemistry, like knowing just instinctively what your teammate's gonna do and how you can fill in where he's not looking is just like that's just coming down the line. And the fact that we have about a month, right? About a month of practice to go into. Are you guys gonna be streaming? No, right? Fuck,
no.
Don't stream nothing. Only stream at I think you guys should stream at the beginning, like the first 2 majors, and then after that you guys go into quiet mode.
Yeah, tight,
you know what I'm saying?
tight swoop. But yeah, that's our bracket. LA Thieves, Breach is on top. Surge, Heretics.
Oh, you guys play FaZe
that's
first?
That's actually good, really good round 1 matchup. Surge and Heretics, and then us and FaZe, and then Ultra and Ravens.
All right, so I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna ask you to make any predictions because, obviously, this is just not something that we do. What do you guys think on this? Do you watch a lot of CDL or not?
I don't watch as much as Z.
Yeah.
I tune in from time to time, If I'm
know
not
ball, that's what I'm asking.
To be honest, not really. Like if I'm being honest,
Hey,
I spend I said, I spend a lot of time playing Warzone, and when I do get off the game, like I'll pop up the streams if it's on.
Yeah.
But most of the time I try to disconnect from screens as well.
Yeah.
100%.
But
I feel that.
Yeah. But Z definitely knows ball.
I mean,
I
wouldn't say I know ball, but like just from watching the teams this year, I mean, obviously LA is going to do real good. I would say FaZe. I'm going to say OpTic's going to do well, and Heretics is looking insane as well this year, right? They're actually looking crazy. They just got second, right? They're playing They're
I
playing.
literally was not betting, but I was like picking heretics to have like a fucking insane run, and dude, they look scary. I mean, those
Yeah.
those just are good. Obviously, yo, what did you think about the fight on stage between Ernie and
Yeah,
fucking
you
Super and shit?
That was comedy.
That shit was hilarious.
What I didn't know is that when he was doing this and fucking Super came by and hit him, like it made him jab himself.
Oh, no.
You didn't see that?
I didn't know
So
that.
that's why he got mad. He turned around
Oh.
after he jabbed himself with his own middle finger and shit.
What was he saying? What did he do?
He was like either pointing at him or doing something like it. Look right there, like right there. You saw that?
Wait, his head like.
Wait,
back.
who was it
Look,
that
slow it down.
flicked?
Slow it down right here. Slow it down
Oh
right here.
yeah. Oh
Slow it down right there, Matt. You saw it?
yeah.
There's a wheel.
Boom.
You could put the wheel.
He didn't
Click the
even
wheel
notice.
and,
Hold
like,
on, hold on. Matt hasn't been doing this for fucking 5 years. 0.25. Yeah, now go back right there. Watch. Look. Boing.
Oh shit!
Good thing he's got the protective goggles on. Oh my god.
Right here's like, yo, motherfucker, right here.
Scrap goes back, grabs him by the shirt. Dude, could you imagine if a fist got thrown on that stage? Oh, what kind of fine are we looking at for something like that? Oh
Dude,
my
like
God.
who lifts their chin? Who exposes their chin like this in it?
Wow, man.
That is so
Jesus.
funny.
And then we got Real like trying to keep it cool right there. Bro, the second that Dill,
Dill gets involved.
Dill is a fucking Midwest boy from the fucking hard streets of Chi-Town, bro. He played baseball growing. He's just massive to begin with. I literally thought that he was gonna start flexing on these fools, dude, for real.
Yeah, how
Metal-
tall is Dill? Dill's pretty tall, right?
Bro, Dill's like 6'1" and fucking massive. He's a big bone dude.
No,
So
actually, yeah.
yeah, he I was fucking dying, bro. Ernie's going like this to him, like reprimanding him, and Super's like tilting his head all the way back, looking at the sky, talking shit to this guy. Oh man,
That was
guys,
funny.
there's no place for violence in Call of Duty, so please refrain from touching each other in any capacity, okay? But that shit was entertaining as fuck.
It's not hockey.
No, it was entertaining. Hey, you see attachment Illy retire?
I did, man. I did. I think
Illy retired,
Illy?
bro.
fucking.
I
yeah,
knew attached
Illy.
did. I didn't know Illy did
Yeah,
too.
Illy. Yoda King has. I don't know.
You think he'll probably come back?
Dude, he's Yoda King.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This guy may say he's retired and then he'll go on like a hiatus. He's gonna be on that. He's gonna. What, I'm telling you right now. Mark my words. In about a month, there's gonna be a tweet from Illy, and it's gonna be fucking Goku, like in that chamber,
In the chain,
just
cooking
fucking
up.
yeah, just cooking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he probably just needs to take one full. I mean, that's the thing though, is that like he's taking years off, but like one full year where like he just goes mute and like no tweets, no contact from anyone, no nothing.
All right, here's what Inder says. He says, I know this post is long overdue, but I appreciate everyone that has supported me throughout my career. With that being said, I'm officially retired from competitive Call of Duty. Just wanted to say I'm thankful for everyone that I've met through this journey and the experiences that it came with, from winning champs my first year to winning a chip for my dream org. Not enough could be said how grateful I am for everything. With that being said, this is not the end. Okay, wait, so is it? Are you
Like the start
retired
of a
or
new
is this?
beginning.
See what I mean? He's
But the
leaving
start
it
of a
open
new
ending.
beginning.
Exactly, the start of a new beginning. What's that mean? Counter Strike?
I think he got a job or some shit.
Like a job? Like what?
I don't
S&D
know.
coach? You think we need him?
Yo, S&D coach would go crazy.
Him and
Yo, and there as a S&D coach would go crazy.
and Bo's just fucking giving you guys all the Nate spots.
Yeah, nah,
Um,
and there's more. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I'm down, dude. Straight up.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, listen, and Attach obviously like he was most recently with Cloud9, right? And then
Yeah, Attach was with Cloud9, and then yeah, I think
who came in
they.
for him?
I think Spart. I'm pretty sure took a spot. Spart and Capsule took him and Max spot. And yeah, I think Attach fucking played this last stage. I can't even remember, but yeah, no one really knew what happened to Attach. But then yeah, he announced his retirement. Damn, dude.
Any
Fucking
word on
Dill.
what he's doing next, Matt? Let me guess.
What happened?
Content creation. Holy shit! I'm not. Let's most importantly, thank you, Call of Duty fans. I've had the honor of winning world championship, earning multiple pieces of of the pie throughout the years. I like that. Now I'm ready to take a leap of faith and embrace new challenges. I move into the next chapter of my journey. Godspeed, young Dill. Godspeed. He's gonna do good no matter what he does.
I think he'll probably tap into some content because I know that like he's done that before, right? Like he like the podcasts and stuff and different. I did an interview with him one time. When he was doing his podcast.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure he'll go down that road, man. Yeah, legend.
Go right there, dude. Straight up.
For real,
Legend.
for real.
He's the youngest person to ever win champs. No one's ever gonna beat that.
Nah.
No?
How old was he?
Yeah, because as soon as he turned 18, it was 2 months after, which is like literally impossible now. Because like champs is fucking. So that would mean someone would have to have turn 18 at May, and then get picked up for
on
champs
a roster just for champs. Yeah.
That's just there's just no way.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, because I think AW champs was like so different. I think it was like, wasn't it different? Like, didn't they have champs and then they had like X Games?
Yeah. No, we had champs, X Games, and then the rest of the season.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, exactly.
That is fucking insane.
That's called. That's Activision.
You think OpTic would have won it if it was like at the end of the season?
If we would have won what?
Champs.
Like
you think if it was like regular season, X Game, and then champs, like OpTic would have won?
Which year?
AW.
Oh, AW?
Yeah.
I
felt like they would have won that shot.
Yeah, I mean, we were super dominant, obviously, with the dynasty, and it wasn't even fucking close. Like, I think Formal had elevated to such a level that he was just like unstoppable, and obviously Seth and Karma and Crimsix, like the supporting cast for each other, there was just like too well oiled to lose something like that. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm sad to see, because now who's left? He's like the second oldest, so now Slasher is the last remaining from that school, right?
Yeah, damn, dude,
it's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
it has to happen
insane.
eventually, but it is crazy to see it actually like unfolding. You know, seeing everyone
how old
kind of
are you?
slipping away.
23.
23. You got like
You're
what,
chilling,
like fucking
bro.
7 more years?
Yeah. Well, look at Matt. Look at Formal, man. The fact that he's still winning championships and dominating after such a career.
How old is Formal? 37?
Yeah.
37. Yeah.
He said, yeah.
I didn't correct him. I just said, yeah. No, I think he's 29, right? He might be 28, actually. 30 years old.
30.
He might be 29. Yeah, no, I think 28, 30. Yeah, he's 30.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, to be 30 and like you just won a Halo champ, like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty nuts for like
Yeah,
a gamer. I feel, or for like
you
know,
gotta tip that dude straight up. He's doing his thing, dude, straight up.
and he's like, I don't know, like I can't say, like I can't lie, like I haven't been following the Halo stuff as much, but I did tune in at DreamHack, and it's almost like every time I tune in, he's always got that top frag, bro. He's a fragger, like he's always he's cooking, man.
No, he's just like he's a walking UAV, right? Calling everything out, and just his discipline and how straight he fucking shoots. Dude, I say this a lot, mostly in private to people when they're not around, but like, I am one of the luckiest men on the planet to have had the pleasure of having a front row seat to seeing them become who they became, to get a chance to sit next to this dude and see his story develop, Dashy's fucking story develop. Like, I'm very, 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 very blessed that I get the most up front row seat to fucking experience these men just accomplish fucking greatness. You know, so yeah, we'll continue to see. I'm excited to see how many more this guy fucking pulls out. I'm just here along for the ride, which is why when we were fucking going on this fucking massive like whack run, the amount of people that thought that I didn't give a fuck, or that it was just like, it's just impossible for me to understand, especially when you sit in the watch party, like you see greatness back there. All these fucking trophies, those are not just decorations, those were earned. You know what I mean? So I'm not done. We're not done. We're someone has the number one spot right now, but they're just keeping that seat warm for the rightful fucking ass.
Hold up. I like that.
So yeah, so don't get too comfy, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking shit like that, okay? I'm talking shit. You're not. You just said, let me do it for you.
Don't worry.
Did you hear that Paige lost her chain?
Yeah, nah, she was looking all over, dude, in the PPAs. And
so
Wait, but I don't
Someone
understand
found
that.
it.
So
Someone's
like,
got a little
wait,
chain?
it's a necklace, right?
Yeah.
But then like it's wrapped. It's like the little thing is on the necklace. So how would
The
she
clasp.
lose it? Yeah, how
I
would
don't know
she?
either, but it's the same thing that happened with. I don't know why I did that. It's the same thing that happened with formal. You know, when you take it on and off so many times, this little clasp, the little hook, like loses its spring or something. And when it loses its spring, don't wear it no more. When it loses its spring or it's loose, don't wear it anymore. It's time to take it in, pay the $15 that it takes to fucking fix it, so that you don't lose your fucking expensive ass chain. I don't know if what happened to her was the same as it happened to Formal, because Formal showed me pictures of his. He's like, yeah, this little hook thing like has been loose for like the last month, and I'm like, what? Why you keep wearing your fucking chain, silly noodle? So Formal lost his chain to top off like the dark cloud of waft of bad luck that we had. He loses his chain. Same thing happens to Paige. We're doing a meet and greet at the Monster booth, hanging out. And I get a text, and she's like, "I lost my chain. If anyone finds it, fucking let me know." And I'm like, "Man, like the women chains are smaller. They're not fucking big
Smaller?
boys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're like this big, right? Like,
Damn.
you know, they're for women." Bro, Matt, pull up. Did you pull it up already? My vlog. Okay, right here. Okay, watch this shit.
Man,
Watch
I
this
love
shit.
that shit.
Watch this shit.
I'm gonna miss seeing you scoot around on that, man.
Look. You see that little shiny thing?
Nah.
What?
That's it?
Oh yeah. So right here, I'm going back there to talk to the boys, and I'm going over there and I'm running around. My back is tweaking. I have sciatica and all this other stuff happening.
Well, have you
with
ever
my
found this
discs.
shit or not?
Yeah.
You actually have?
Not on this one, but on the other one, I stumbled and I stepped on my foot and I shouldn't have.
Bro.
But anyway, fast forward a little bit, man. Let's not go through all of it. Anyway, so right here, this is me jinxing them. All right, so the boys are there. I say what's up to them. I'm leaving. I'm coming back. Okay, pause it right here and put the volume on.
We were talking last night. If there was one food that you could pick that you pushed a button.
Bro, is that camera on?
Yeah.
Point there.
Point there. Nah.
What?
Nah.
That is insane.
Nah. No way.
Yeah, he found it.
Hey, that security guard was hiding it, bro.
Now the fact that you found that, because you know if a fan walked by that shit
Yeah.
is
No, I
instantly-
think anybody in the green wall would go for the reward.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Did any diamonds fall out?
Huh?
Did any diamonds fall out?
Oh,
Say it
my
again?
God.
Did any diamonds fall out?
No. Bro, and that's like such a place, because she hangs out there, or she's always there with like waiting to either let people through or do whatever. But what are the odds, bro? You know how big that place is.
Dude, that
she
shit-
was walking everywhere.
Bro,
she was
that
walking in the
shit-
docks. She was walking behind. You know how dark it is there.
Dude,
That's
it's dark as
crazy.
fuck. Like this actually looks like it's lighting, but like, bro, it's
The
dark
odds
as
that you
fuck.
were going by and you just happen to
What?
look down.
Bro, I see.
You were just
everything.
looking down. Why are you
Dude,
looking?
that's why I'm the best sniper that's ever lived. It's not because
Wait.
it's not because my shot was
Wait, were
good.
you
It's because
looking
I
down
see
to like
everything.
actually
Because
look for it, or
peripheral
you
No,
looking
I
up?
was just rolling by and I saw some shiny caught my eye and I'm like, no fucking way. How nuts is that? I
That's
wish that
insane.
would have happened with the formal chain, which was way bigger, more expensive. But that shit's gone. Well, I hope he had that shit insured. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, it's one of those things, man.
That's crazy.
Where we
man.
at? Is there anything below right there, Matt? All right. So do we have any plans post this thing? Like what do we think? Like if we qualify, are we going as a team to ESWC as you three as the reps, or what are we doing?
Yeah, and we want to come back. We want to come back too because we got World Series June 20.
Open
qualifiers,
calls start
open
June
quals.
20th.
We want to come back and just do it land style, man. We want to get us all in the same room so we can fucking get up, chest bump after each dub, and like really get
It's
excited
like a
about it. You know what I
boot
mean? Like
camp
take it
type vibe,
seriously.
so
Yeah.
everybody's locked in incredibly.
Very cool. Have you guys ever been to Riyadh or the
Never,
Emirates?
bro.
You
Never.
want to give them some advice on what it's
Yeah.
like?
Bro, it's a different fucking world.
Is it
dude.
really?
It's so different.
Yeah.
So since it's so hot over there, they do everything at night. So like they'll go out at like 3 a.m., which is insane. Cause like I remember I went to the bathroom or I did something at like 12, like at midnight, And then I look outside, and all I see is the lights on, and like these little kids just playing soccer at midnight. But yeah, it's just so super hot over there. The hotel that we stayed at, they served us with everything: breakfast, lunch, dinner. It was amazing.
It's the safest place you're gonna be at. Like they don't play no fucking.
No,
game.
I've heard nothing but.
Don't listen. You're not gonna be able to drink anything. You're not gonna be able to smoke anything unless it's shisha or tobacco.
Oh, you could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I was smoking some.
I like a little
some
shisha.
But aside from that, like it's follow the rules. Everything's good. We stayed in a very, very nice hotel. They put us up at the Four Seasons. Everything was taken care of, bro. Like you were treated like royalty over there.
No, those guys are.
The only thing that I don't like.
Don't get a massage, dude. That shit was crazy.
Explain,
bro.
Shit was crazy. How so?
Well, first of all,
Some type of happy ending.
don't get a massage,
Bro,
guy.
the guy literally got on the massage bed.
Yeah,
I've never seen that in my life.
he got on while you were on
He
it.
put his knees in between my fucking like legs and fucking like.
Here, see you later. Lay down, and then you show me how it's kid.
Bro,
All right,
it was mind
Joe,
blowing,
come lay
dude.
down here, and then pretend like you're Shotzi, and then you pretend like you're that dude. No, okay, all right. So he got up on the table.
Bro, we got like, bro, the massage bed is not even that big, dude. It
Okay,
only
which
fits,
way
like,
are you facing?
I'm just facing down.
So your face is in the hole.
Yeah, my face. Yeah,
Okay,
I think so.
and then the dude gets on.
And then
the,
he spread my legs. He at least spread them.
Yeah.
What?
So then he.
No, it's cool. It's not. They don't play that game. They don't play.
Yeah,
They
nah, yeah.
don't do that.
Well, nah, yeah. I mean, I'm in a different world, so I don't really know what the fuck is gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, he spread my legs, and then like he put his two knees in between like
yeah,
legs, and then he just started going in.
yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah, he started. He started.
that, bro.
He
Someone's
started
gonna
massaging my
clip
back.
that
okay. So
Started going
he
in,
just
huh?
wanted to get some leverage to make sure that he's applying the pressure in the right way.
Yeah, dude. But then like, bro, he was doing crazy shit. He grabbed one of my fucking arms, put it behind my back, fucking started going in my shoulder blade. I mean, it was good. I mean, it was nice, but like, I don't know, it was a little OD for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Would you? So you wouldn't do it again?
Definitely not. Even Pred got one, bro. And then like by the time he walked out, like I'm not even trolling. He was grabbing his back, going like, ah. It might be in Kenny's vlog.
Yeah.
Kenny
He
vlog
was like,
it.
oh,
He's like, ah. That's literally what he did. But yeah, don't get the massages.
Don't get the
Don't get the
massage.
massages.
Yeah, on that.
Eat the food that's at the hotel.
Yep.
I don't recommend door dashing.
wait, what did you DoorDash?
I think like KFC or some shit.
No, no, they got really, really good food, especially like their local, what is it called? Kafta, I think is what it's
Kafta?
called. Kafta?
Oh, you're talking about the dessert?
No, what? Can you look it up,
Kafta?
man, real quick?
Yeah, that kafta, isn't that what that is?
Is
The
it?
chocolate, like the stuff, the
Yeah,
filling?
yeah,
Or-
yeah,
is that what that is?
I think
That shit actually is
that,
insane.
that was really, really
That's not
good. I
overhyped.
think there's a place called
Kanafi.
Kanafi?
That's what it is.
What
Kanafi,
is-
yeah.
What is that? Is that pistachio with like some kind of
no,
like the
that's
filling?
baklava.
Oh, it's something different. Like what's in the chocolate I'm talking about, like the
I
green.
don't know. Hold on, we're waiting
filling?
for Matt to use the internet.
That shit's not overhyped at all. That shit's actually really
Yeah, no,
good.
it's
That
really
chocolate
good.
is delicious.
I had this rice and chicken dish.
Ooh, that's all I need.
Yeah, bro, all of this. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like yeah. So this was really good. I mean, the pastries are always gonna be good. I mean, it's sweet, right? So you're not gonna have like that bad of a time picking, but it was really good. I mean, they do give anything that like they'll have most of the stuff that you want except for beer and you know that the stuff that they don't believe in, and it's also like it's also cool to experience their culture that way, food and stuff obviously. So anyway, so it's exciting
They're all
time.
really nice. They're all really nice. Straight up.
Anyway, look, I think that I think that we're going into the most exciting part of the year. I'm never gonna be okay with any tournament being their post champs. I wasn't cool with it when Activision was doing it, when they had our champs in the middle of the season, then we still had like 2 more MLGs and a third UMG to go fucking compete in. I think that the crowning moment of each season should be either or. It's either world champs or it's ESWC. And I don't want anybody to be under the impression that I'm saying let's have less tournaments. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that we cannot have something be more important than the world championships of CDL. Okay, that should not be allowed. But
Exactly.
until we're able to figure something out, I think that it is what it is. I don't. Obviously, we're only one esport in the grand scheme of them. But the fact that you know, we win champs, but then FaZe has an opportunity to win a tournament to end the season. Like, that's not cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Do you think they'll ever flip it? Like have EWC first and then have champs after?
listen, I've made suggestions.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as usual,
Falls
la
on.
la 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 la
Yeah.
la.
In one ear, out the
Yeah.
other.
I think we covered everything, guys. Again, this project, the Z-Laner, the Oak, and the Jowo project will be going on live as we speak right now. So do go and tune in. Link is in the description down below. Go check it out, and we'll see you guys next week for an update.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Holla,
We'll see you
holla.
guys next time. Peace out.